What the is that thing?
That's an ogre. That would be an ogre, wouldn't it?
Is that
Wait, is that armor for the...
What? What? What?
Can we just talk about why we need a Fear and Hunger 3?
The girls...
This place is very bad. No! No!
He cut off my legs! No, are you serious? What is that status effect?
We need a new Fear and Hunger. Bad. Everyone loves a good horror story, but there's something about the series Fear and Hunger that it's different. It's unsettling. It's horrifying. It's a visceral experience that gets under your skin and refuses to let go.
He looks nicer. Well, the first thing he did was attack me, so... Please don't, Father Hugo. Don't take your clothes off. No! What the f***?
Be nice, heads, please. Be nice. No, what does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, no.
After Fear and Hunger 1 and 2, we're left with one question. What's next? And why, after all the chaos, do we need a Fear and Hunger 3?
I want to play this game.
Yeah.
It's called Fear and Hunger, and it's this horrible, grotesque game with disgusting things happening in it.
One wrong step, dead. You hesitate, you're dead. You breathe too hard, guess what? You're dead. Welcome to Fear and Hunger. You're going to die a lot.
Fear and Hunger 1 and 2 weren't just games. They were a test of endurance, psychological torture, and pure, unfiltered horror. These games didn't just give us jump scares or cheap thrills. They messed with our minds, forcing us to make decisions we'd rather forget, from brutal combat to moral gray choices.
Yeah, let me get the Claymore. You trade the little girl for Claymore. Bye-bye.
The series became one of the most unnerving experiences in indie gaming. One of the most powerful aspects of the series is its atmosphere, the dungeon crawling, the suffocating environments, and that consistent sense of isolation.
Is that the shatter? It's the smells, a mixture of death, blood, feces, and semen. Climb in. The pit. Your ankle is a little hurt from the fall. Guys, there's nothing in here. Uh-oh! Guys! What? Guys! Help! Help!
But we've only seen a fraction of what's out there. The world of Fear and Hunger is vast, with unexplored realms and countless horrors yet to be discovered. Image new and even darker places to get lost in, where danger doesn't just stalk you from the shadows, but comes at you from places you never saw coming. Sure, the first two games were brutal. Extremely brutal. But that's what makes them great, right? The stakes are high and the fear is real. But imagine how much more intense Fear and Hunger 3 could be with improved mechanics, enhanced combat, and even more ways to survive or perish.
They were not line. That first line of the game, my life is nothing but torment and pain.
Try dropping down this since I have a save. Last time I did, my legs were already cut off.
My favorite change from Fear and Hunger 1 to Fear and Hunger 2, food is so much more common. I was starving my entire game of Fear and Hunger 1.
Another thing Fear and Hunger excels at is that forcing us to make choices we don't want to make. Do we sacrifice our humanity for survival, or do we join forces with the very monsters we're fighting? It's a true test of morality, and Fear and Hunger 3 can take this even further. Picture a game where we have to make decisions that affect our survival, but alter the very fabric of the world we're in.
The moon god has noticed you. Wait. What is that message? The moon god has noticed you. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, I'm still in detention state. What? What's happening? Did I turn into a plant?
It's not just about scaring you, it's about making you feel uncomfortable, unsettled, and questioning everything. The psychological aspect, the cruelty of the world, and the feeling that you're constantly being watched. Fear and Hunger 3 could push these elements even further. Let's talk about the story. What if Fear and Hunger 3 took even more risk with its narrative? What if we expanded the dark mythology with new gods and new realms of madness and even more unspeakable evils to fight or become? The potential of storytelling here is endless. We could delve deeper into the origins of Fear and Hunger itself.
Just got injected with rabies. You find a chain tied to your ankle. Oh god, we're in Saw 1.
Tunnel 5 was my first run-in with Needles. The dude drugged me. Needles is not a good guy. He whipped out a gun on me. But no, that dude just gives you. I killed him once, and the only thing he had was 3 on him.
Fear and Hunger isn't just a game. It's a terrifying journey, a one-way ticket into madness. But we've only just begun to scratch the surface, which is why the indie company Happy Paintings has announced the 3 biggest inspirations for the next installment. The 3 biggest being Final Fantasy VII, the Twilight series, and wait, what? The legendary 1979 cinematic, The Warriors? Look, everyone's heard of Final Fantasy and the Twilight series, but The Warriors is an underground cult classic movie that absolutely needs its flowers, and it's a great choice to use as inspiration for the next Fear and Hunger. The Warriors is about an organized street gangs meeting up in New York to come together under one banner. The Warriors being one of the many outfits that have crazy looks and gimmicks to stand out. When they show up to the meeting spot, something happens to mess up the truce. The Warriors get singled out and blamed for it, so every single gang in Coney Island has it out for them and wants them dead. The mission, make it home and clear their name. There are no guns, just fists and whatever you can find to fight with. The movie was so good, even Rockstar wanted a piece of the action.
The Warriors, out now on PlayStation 2 and Xbox.
Definitely watch the movie Warriors so we can gush about it in the comments. Happy Painting and the game's creator Miro have a great taste. This new game could be an isolated tribal war between many small factions. Mystical monsters like vampires and werewolves to eco-terrorists and greedy bandits. As long as they keep the old-time aesthetic and not a modern one, I'm pretty sure we'll be all down for it. For the newer viewers who haven't gotten to play this gem of a series, it's a turn-based RPG game where you can engage in battles with enemies using strategic actions like attack, defend, talk, or run during any encounter. You fight for yourself and level up to use stronger skills, weapons, or spells to help you guarantee your survival. Survival is brutal in this game, and item management is a must. You can die from starvation, sanity, poison, infection, worms, and way more. Not only that, but during battles, enemies can cut off your arm and legs, and they won't respawn. You will not have a limb for the rest of the game. It's insane. Imagine both legs in battle being lost. You'll be crawling for the rest of the game. In this modern trashscape of a hand-holding industry, we don't do that here. Environmental storytelling teaches you how to survive, and it rewards its players with amazing world-building lore and randomized treasures to help with the journey, making for the most refreshing experience like no other. I haven't felt this way about a game since... More games need to be like this, daring and against the grain. More or less, this is why we're making a lot of indie games more popular than the overpriced AAA counterparts. And for that, I cannot wait for Fear and Hunger 3. It will absolutely break the internet. And if you agree, leave a like and a comment explaining what parts of Fear and Hunger you like and want to see in the next game. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.